What is up, guys? Welcome to another Warframe video, and in today's video I'm going to be just generally talking about what's happening with the Trinity Prime Access, Oberon Prime Access, and Hydroid Prime Access, and basically how to get ahead of the curve, etc. So for those of you that have been living under a rock, Oberon Prime Access is leaving, and it's being replaced on the 29th with the Hydroid Prime Access. And basically this will mean that the secondary pack that comes with it, the accessories pack that comes with the cosmetics, you will not be able to buy in the game anymore. So the cosmetics that come out of it, you will not be able to get in game. So for those of you that already have it, that's not really too interesting to you. But for those of you that are a massive collector and you need to have everything in the game, this is the only chance that you have for a very, very long time to have these. And if you look at the look of them, if you like the look of them in the future, you will have no way in the game to get it anymore. So I just thought I'd inform you of that, for those of you that care. And on the 29th, like I said, it's being replaced with Hydroid Prime Access, which is coming with the Ballistica Prime and the Nanny Skylar Prime. And these will just be upgraded versions of the regular versions, and then of the Syndicate version for the Ballistica's case. Now, the Rakta Ballistica is already a very powerful weapon, so the Prime Ballistica should actually be one of the best secondaries in the game if they do it right, in my opinion. And I'm personally hoping for a raw damage buff, as well as a crit chance / damage buff, if not all three, just because I'm greedy. However, if they decided for whatever reason to increase the status chance, or the magazine capacity, or anything like that, that would also come as a benefit. However, like I said, I'm hoping for those three. And then the Nami Skylar Prime, even though it used to have quite a cult following, it's kind of fallen off as one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Is that it's just not good enough anymore. It only has 5% crit chance, and it just, like I said, it really needed a prime version. And it's finally came out, and it should be, when it comes out, one of the best dual sword weapons in the game. And this is quite hard to beat. You have some other very good weapons, like I'm going to talk about in a later video, or at the end of this video. You have the Dual Karma's Prime, and you have some other ones like the Dark Split Sword, which I'm pretty sure I would have already released already, a build on my channel about a week ago maybe. It'll definitely compete, if not be better than both of those, as the prime weapons that are released because of power creep or whatever generally tend to be the best things in the game currently. And then basically the other things that's happening right now is the Trinity Prime is being taken out of the game. And for those of you that have a crap ton of relics or whatever, this is no relation to you, as you will keep those, as well as all the prime parts that you have of Trinity, Dual Karma's Prime and Kavasa Prime Collar. They'll stay in your inventory, you can still trade them, etc. Nothing weird's going to happen like that, you don't need to worry about your inventories. So, basically, what I mean by this is the relics will no longer drop in the game, and therefore new players will not be able to get them. So for those of you that really like Trinity but haven't been playing the game for very long, you need to get your hands on the relics now, or you're going to have to save up platinum in the future. And that may be a bit scaremongering, because right now Trinity Prime and Dual Karma's Prime, pretty much everything in there, is really, really cheap. And in one of the cases, that's because it's not very good, as in the Kavasa Prime Collar. The Trinity Prime is just so easy to get, there's not a single gold part, and most of them are bronze parts. And then the Dual Karma's Prime, that's the one that you're really going to have an issue getting, because you need 2 gold parts for that set. And that's the one that's probably going to be worth the most in the future. However, I would say that compared to Trinity Prime, it's not really worth it. Okay, so talking about Trinity Prime, there's 3 main builds that you can really run, and that's in a video on my separate channel. But you can run a Baiting Link, EV Trin, and you can also run Damage Reduction Trin. Now, these are very, very good, so if you're looking for a mainframe in the game but that you don't already have a Trinity, there's definitely a contender there, as it's quite powerful. And if you compare it to the normal variant, however, you could still use the regular Trinity if you wanted to, if you're on a budget build. However, if you compare the Dual Karma's Prime to the regular Karmas, there's really no competition. The Dual Karma's Prime is just so much better. It has really high crit chance, it has high status, it's just a fantastic weapon. You compare it to the regular version that has near to no crit, has near to no status, pretty much all it has going for it is a high attack speed, nothing else really, not even high base damage. So if you're just looking at it like that, what's best compared to the normal variant, the Dual Karma's Prime is definitely better than Trinity. Okay, now moving on to the Kavasa Prime Collar, it's really not that good to run, to be honest, because basically what it does is it gives you mediocre health and shields, and then it will give you a straight buff of plus 100 armor just for your Kubros. Okay, now let's talk about the relics of where to farm the new Hydroid Prime, and Trinity Prime if you still need to get her. So basically, the places that I go for relics, and this is completely opinionated, is I would like to go to Xeni on Eris, I like to go to Berahenia on Sedna, and I like to go to Cerberus on Pluto. And I mix these up if I get bored of one. And the places that I like to go for the Meso relics and the Neo relics is I like to go on Io and Helene on Saturn. And then for Lith relics, I like to go on Augustus on Mars, and I like to go to Kilikon on Venus. And basically, this is one way to get the relics after Hydroid Prime's released, or to get Trinity Prime. And then the other way that you can do it is you can save up your Syndicate points before a Prime Access comes out, and then you can spend all of those Syndicate points, and the ones that you have in medallions, you can spend those to get more Syndicate points back. But I would spend all of those points that you have currently on relic packs, because what you'll do is you'll get the Hydroid Prime relics, which you can then get the parts from to then sell for plat, which will actually make you a lot more plat than selling the Syndicate mods or the weapons, if you get lucky. Obviously it's a risk factor and it's gambling, but that's what I would like to do. And then other than that, all you can do to get Hydroid Prime, other than those two methods, is just buy it. That's pretty much all you can do. That's the three methods that you have. Obviously if you buy it, you can still farm to get the relics and etc. to get more platinum, if you'd like to. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. Thanks for watching, and peace.